Well, we've connected the interface objects in our modal view, which, as you recall, will display the settings that the user can change for the MyPad World app for the iPad. But we still have one more chore, and that is to connect the info button, which is in the main view. And we need to connect that info button to the method in the controller for the main view, which is MyPad World View Controller. And that method initializes the modal view. Without doing this, we'd never see the modal view. So we're back in MyPad World app, and we just finished building the interface for the modal view and connecting the interface objects here, label, done, the slider, and the text field, to our code. But the light info button is not on this view. It's on the MyPad World View Controller view, which is this nib file. And if you scroll up and scroll over, there it is. Now, if you started with it looking like this, that's how it would look. But you can open this dock by clicking the disclosure triangle down here. You can then open the view by clicking the disclosure triangle here. And here is our button. So the light info button, which as you recall has these attributes, info light, and that's one of the reasons why it's sometimes called the info light button or the light info button. This button needs to be connected to the settings method. So we go back to the connections inspector here by clicking here, and we look for the event we want. Touch up inside. Right here. Remember, touch up inside is the finger touches the button, and then as the finger is lifted, the event is sent. I mean, it's possible for a user to touch a button and drag across and not really select it. This way, with a touch up inside, the finger has to be released from the button to be obvious that the user meant to tap that button. Now, just to make sure, we look at Files Owner by selecting Files Owner and then going directly to the Identity Inspector here to see that MyPad World View Controller is in fact the file's owner. So we can go back here to Button and select Button in the dock, and we can open the Connections Inspector again here, or of course choose Utilities Connections Inspector, and we find our Touch Up Inside event right here. And we're going to drag and make a connection from Touch Up Inside to the file's owner. And as a result, Settings appears. This is the settings method we're looking for. So we select Settings, and we are connected. So at this point, when the user taps that I button and lifts finger from the button, which is a touch up inside, the settings method that we put in our view controller runs and initializes the modal view.